The Untold Story of Somaliland's UN Seat, 1960. On June 26, 1960, British diplomat Sir Pearson Dickson submitted Somaliland's independence paperwork to the UN on behalf of the Queen and UK Council. But when it fell into Italian hands, they requested the UN to verify Somalia's so-called independence on July 1960. Key facts. UN Charter 1945, Article 4. State recognition is a requirement for UN membership. Somalia uses our 26th of June independence for their UN seat. Like I said, the UN doesn't recognize countries, always remember that. So where are the treaties of the 1st of July 1960 claims they don't exist? Secondly, there is no legal union between Somaliland and Somalia. For a union to be legal, an official treaty must be signed, ratified, and registered at the UN. Somaliland's parliament rejected the Act of Union in 1961. No legal documentation of a Somali Republic or Somalia exists in the UN treaty records. UN Charter, Article 102 states, no treaty or international agreement shall be binding unless it is registered with the Secretariat of the United Nations. Legal reference. UN Charter, Article 102, no registered treaty equals no legal union. UN.org/about us, no union, no legal justification for Somalia's claim. No signed treaty, no legal ratification, no UN registration equals no union. Somalia's presence in Somaliland is an illegal territorial occupation under Article 2.4 of the UN Charter, which prohibits territorial expansion by force. Legal reference. UN Charter, Article 2.4, prohibits territorial expansion by force. UN.org/about us/un. Somalia had no sovereignty to form a union. UN trusteeship records. Somalia was under UN trusteeship, Italian control, until June 30, 1960, meaning it had no sovereignty to sign a union. A legal union requires both entities to be fully sovereign and independent before signing an agreement. Somalia's independence on July 1, 1960 was not verified by any treaty or UN agreement. Legal reference. UN trusteeship documents. Somalia was under Italian control until June 30, 1960. Somalia misuses Somaliland's sovereignty to maintain fraudulent international recognition. Without Somaliland's legitimacy, Somalia is just a plot of land without paperwork. Proof. UK National Archives, Somaliland Independence Act, 1960, nationalarchives.gov.uk. Legal facts. Somaliland legally gained independence on June 26, 1960. UK Act and international recognition. Somalia was under UN trusteeship. It had no sovereignty on July 1, 1960 to form a legal union. No Act of Union was ratified or registered with the UN, Article 102, UN Charter. The Somali Republic never legally existed. It was a UN procedural oversight. Somalia justifies its UN seat using Somaliland's sovereignty, making its claim fraudulent. Neocolonialism in action. Italy, the former colonial power, engineered Somalia's fraudulent claim and manipulated the UN process. Without Somaliland's independent status, Somalia would have no UN seat. UN Charter, Article 102, no registered treaty equals no legal union. UN.org/about us/un. UN procedural errors have consequences. And it's in the billions in compensation plus protected status for the Isaac clan as victims of genocide and military occupation. All because of a UN error. Somalia never had legal independence paperwork, no treaty with Italy, no defined borders, no legitimate sovereignty. Legal references. Montevideo Convention, 1933, Article 1, Somalia lacks defined borders and legal sovereignty. Vienna Convention on Treaties, 1969, Article 46-47, the Somaliland-Somalia Union was never legally ratified. UN Genocide Convention, 1948, Article 2, Mass Killings of Isaac, 1988-2025, qualify as genocide. Rome Statute, ICC, Article 7 and 8. Somalia's military actions against Isaac meet crimes against humanity and war crimes. In conclusion, Somalia is just that.